Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you are doing good. So today we'll try to understand user criteria in ServiceNow. So let's get started and try to understand where we use user criteria and how can we configure it. So first I want to let you know the brief about user criteria. So create a user criteria record to define conditions that are evaluated against user record. Apply user criteria to an item to define which user can and cannot access the item. So we can create user criteria to limit the access to the user for catalog items, and we can create user criteria for the knowledge base. Okay, so we can define which user can and cannot access. Okay, so you can apply several user criteria records to a single catalog item or category. Even we can apply this user criteria to the category of catalog item as well. Okay, and we can apply several user criteria to one single record. Okay, whether it's catalog item, category, or knowledge base. So in this situation, user match only one of these criteria and then user will have access. So for example, we have created three user criteria and we have added to one of catalog item. So if one user criteria matches, so user will have access to the to that catalog item. Okay, and same goes with knowledge base and category. Okay, so yeah, you can apply the user criteria to knowledge base, catalog item, and category. And uh, why we apply the user criteria to limit the access, so we can define which user would be able to access the catalog item or which user would not be able to access catalog item, category, and knowledge base. Okay, so we are having some use case. So let's navigate to our personal instance and we'll try to understand more about user criteria and we'll try to implement some of the use case. So here we are going to use advanced user criteria as well. So let's navigate to personal instance. So here we are. So you have to type user criteria in the filter navigator. Okay. So once you type user criteria in the filter navigator, you could see you are able to see this user criteria under catalog definition under service catalog. So this user criteria is available for the service catalogs, catalog items category, and even after under knowledge you are able to see user criteria. So we can define user criteria for knowledge base and catalogs. Okay, so let's define first our user criteria for catalog items. So you have to click on this user criteria under catalog definition. So you will be redirected to this new where you can create new user criteria. Even you have some of the user criteria created, if you want to apply the same, you can do it. I'll show you how can you do it. So here our first use case is catalog items should be visible to members who are group of audit manager and who will have roles sn underscore audit.managers. So let's go to catalog item. So this VM provisioning is the catalog item. So this catalog item should be only visible to who are the member of audit manager and who will be having access to sn underscore audit.manager. Okay. So for that you have to you are having option available and not available for. Okay. So from here also you can create new and you would be able to create a user criteria. You could see your table and you can directly create it from I showed you, right? You can directly create it from user criteria and you can able to edit and add that user criteria. Okay, edit. So let's create user criteria from here and we'll add it from here. So as per your convenience, whether you can create it from here or you can create it from here. So the single user criteria can be used in multiple catalog items. Okay, so yeah, let's create it. So here we have to restrict message on group. So I'm going to provide audit manager group. Here I have to add groups to whom we want to provide the access for this catalog item. So I have to search for audit manager. Okay, we have to lock it, and now we have two conditions. Groups should be audit managers as well as role is also mandatory. So we have to add the role. Okay, so let's search for role. Okay, so we have to provide this role as underscore audit dot manager, and this both conditions should be matched, then only we should provide access to this catalog item. Okay, so for that you have to click on match all. So here you could see you are having various options. You can create user criteria based on users, groups, roles, companies, location, department. Okay, and you are having this advanced condition as well. In our second use case, we'll try to implement one user criteria having advanced condition. We are going to write a script for user criteria. Okay, so you are having so many options. So like if you want to restrict access basis on companies, you can create user criteria and you can directly add that user criteria into catalog item. Okay, so our user criteria is done. So we have added our group and roles and we can save it. Now here you have to come available for. If it is not available, you can go to form layout and you can form related list and you can add this available for and not available for. Okay, so here I have created my user criteria. I have to add that user criteria into this catalog item. Okay, so what is the name of our user criteria? I'll just copy it and I'll paste it here. So you can get this, right? You have to just drag this side and you have to save it. So now this catalog item will be visible to only whoever will be having access to this group, whoever are part of this group and whoever will be having role as an underscore audit dot manager. And similarly, what you can do is if you want not to show this catalog item to some group of people or some group of department, like whatever is required, you can do it. So we are creating user criteria from catalog item itself. So if you want to restrict this catalog item, whoever is having location, city, whoever is having, for example, I'm taking this location. So I don't want to show this catalog item whoever belongs to this location, and I'm going to take one company as well. So the company as a company. Okay, so whoever is belong to this company and location this, they should not see this catalog item. Okay, okay, so now this catalog item will not be visible to whoever it belongs to that company and location. So you can restrict like that also. So you can add not available for. So like either one of matches, this catalog item will not available to that user, and in available for, if you are adding multiple user criteria, if one matches, it will provide access to this catalog item. Okay, so now let's come here and let's try to create user criteria for knowledge base. Okay, and we are going to take advanced one. So for IT knowledge base, what we have to do is we have to make it visible only whoever is having employee label as 4. Okay, so here I'm going to user. Okay, user record, and first we have to add that field. So I'm just quickly adding one field here. So for simple things, you can directly use, this user criteria if you are having, you want to restrict basis on user group, role, location, companies, you can directly do it from here. But if something is customized, you have some customized field on the form, and if you want to restrict basis on that field, you can do it through advanced. Okay. So here, what I'm going to do is we have to restrict this knowledge base basis on employee level. Okay, and we have to for that we have to create an advanced user criteria. Okay, so here what I'm doing, I am adding one field, employee label. Okay, and this should be under department, after department. Okay, so now we are going to write a code. So first you have to define a function here. Okay, so I'm going to define function as evaluate control. Okay, and here what we have to do is we have to glide a user table first, right? So we have glided the user table. Now, like whoever is logged in user and try to access this catalog item, we need user ID of that user, right? So for that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this object user dot get, and here I'm going to use cs dot get user, which gives me logged in user ID, right? And after that, what I have to do is I have to use if and else condition to check, like whoever is logged in user try to access the catalog item whose employee label is 4 or not. Okay, so for that I'm going to use if condition. Here I'm going to use object dot. Now what I have to do is I have to take backend value of employee label. Okay, which is on sys underscore user form. So I'm going to take it for, I mean, the backend value of this employee label, this field, right? So I have taken backend value of this field, and now what I have to do is I have to evaluate. If it matches, I can return true. All right. And if it not matches, so we can return false. That's simple, right? And we are done with our coding. We can save it. Now we are going to knowledge base. Okay, so we are done with our user criteria. Now we are going to go to knowledge base. Okay, and here we have IT knowledge base. Here we are going to add the knowledge criteria which we have created. So you are having option here: can read, can contribute. Okay, so can read, I am going to add the user criteria which I have created just now. So what is the name? KB employee label. Okay, this one we have created, so I'm going to add it in can read, and I want to add this user criteria into can contribute as well, so I'm going to add it in can contribute as well. So can contribute will provide edit access. Okay, and can read will provide only read access. Clear, right? So this is how you can create user criteria, and you would be able to add that user criteria into knowledge base as well as catalog item. And if something customized or little complicated user criteria you want to add, for that you can use advanced script condition, and here you can customize, you can manipulate the data according to your requirement. So this is the advantage of having advanced script condition. And now let's try to understand how can we debug our user criteria. Okay, so we have applied this user criteria here, but whoever is, like, whatever condition we have given, maybe it's not working as expected. Okay, so how can we check that? So for that you are having option here, sorry, user criteria you have to type. So under user criteria you are having option user criteria diagnostics. Okay, you can go here, you can select the user, and you can select the catalog item for you which you have added the catalog user criteria, and you can diagnose. So once you click on diagnose, you would be able to see, it's taking quite time, you would be able to see everything. Okay, see here, cannot view, because this test user is not part of this test user is not having audit manager access, right? He is not part of that group, and he is not having that role which we have defined in our user criteria. See here, that's why he is not able to view this catalog item. Okay, see, not available for this, not available for, only available for this audit manager group. So whoever will be part of this group, they only able to access this, you know, um catalog item. So let's see, go to group and let's take one person who is part of this group. So let's take this one, and you can remove this test user and put this person. Now diagnose. So now you could see he can view this catalog item, right? So this is how you can test also, like whatever user criteria you have created, you can test whether the user will be able to access or not. If there's any issue, what is the issue? You can have proper description here. You can go through it and you would be able to recognize what is the issue and how can you replicate it. So I hope this video is useful, guys. If you like my videos, please do not forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you for watching.